Today, once again, we are live and we are back. Being on Tuesday, of course, as we always tell you that we are on the bench. As Neoway Properties, we don't just only sell land, but we take a moment even and talk to our clients.
Yeah, sure.
And actually, we take time even to educate them. So that one day when they are making that process of buying land Marivena, they will not blame us, or maybe they will not say that they didn't had knowledge, because one of the things that the Holy Book say, it talks about my people perish because of lack of knowledge. Yes. Sure. And today we decided as a company, despite the fact that there are people we can't reach. There are clients who will come and buy from us, and there are clients that won't buy from us. What does that one tell you? There are clients who will buy land in Mombasa. As at now, Neoway Properties that does not have a land in Mombasa. There are people who will buy land in Wajir. Now, if they can't buy from us, maybe their place of interest is not in Juja Farm or Mwalimu Farm, and maybe their interest is in Western. We don't have land in Western, but they can get us through the internet. There are things they can get from these snippets that we are discussing, and that will be able to help them. And that's why, as a company, apart from just selling land and maybe satisfying the clients that are ours, we take a moment to educate them. And today, we have also taken that time to educate them. That's just an introduction. In other words, you're going to have a good time today. When I have Marivena on the bench, I'm telling you, it's going to be
steaming hot here.
Karibu sana. Introduce yourself as I check the people that are online. Just welcome people.
Thank you so much, Mr. Obed.
Yes.
Actually, this is something that we've been doing for some time, the Tuesdays live, so that you people can learn, and I really appreciate this time that we get a chance to educate people, and also educate even indoor people and outside, those ones who want to invest in land or in like just venture in the land in investment industries, right? So what we usually do, we really appreciate. We have followers who really are usually eager just to turn in, just to be in and to enjoy the sessions that we have and learn one or two things. And this we don't take it for granted. We really appreciate. We see them. We usually see comments that people say, "Hey, when is your next live?" So it's usually Tuesdays. Mark that on calendars. It's usually on Tuesdays, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad nowadays. Today we are tackling it with you.
I'm telling you.
So people better be ready.
They should be
ready to learn and be open-minded. Pose your questions. What you want to learn from us today, we are ready to take you through.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I think that is good. I know people have tuned in. Some of you might be traveling, or maybe you are together with your family. There are people, maybe they are in the market. But you see, one of the things is that with the internet, we are not limited. You know, within the four walls, we can be limited. But we have people even watching from the US. And I would just encourage everyone, if you have tuned in, you can just say where you have tuned in, where you are following us from. And on Facebook, I'm telling you, people have really tuned in. Within a second, we have so many people in. I can see Miemshi is an Iron lady. And I can see Kagure is an Amazon lady. You can see Favor is one of the men I know with integrity, of course. Mburu Amiguda has tuned in. He's one of our logistics guys. Of course, a Gen Z is there. Gen Z wananunua shamba. Actually, I know you and me tackle most of the time. You and me most of the time we handle the documents of our clients. And looking at maybe our project in Juja, you'll come to realize that most of the people that have bought our property in Juja wana range up with Gen Zs and millennials.
very young people.
Very young.
Yeah, and it kind of motivates us.
And it motivates
really
us.
Motivates us. Yes.
Actually, the market right now, the dynamics of the market have really changed.
Yeah.
Because looking at the people that are investing right now, they are young people. Of course, there are those notions that say that maybe this generation that we have right now, maybe they are lost in one way or another. But you know, we have a good percentage of people that we are dealing with right now. They understand what investment is.
Yeah.
It's just like a misconception.
Yes, yeah, it's a misconception.
It's a misconception watu wako tu nayo in one way or another, that maybe the young people are lost, that the generation is rotten. But me and you know, the clients that we have dealt with, we have quite a number of people, of young people, that have bought land with us. Yeah, sure. And we can testify on that.
Actually, nowadays, young people, like, they are out there with their peers, they'll be like, you know, but back at their mind, they have something going on.
Yes,
and that's quite motivating. Actually, when we handle these clients, you will be shocked, like, how the turnout is, so the large numbers of young people, actually larger percent, it's not just larger percent of our clients are very young, and we are just here, or again, just to educate. If there are those people who are maybe in other areas that you feel like maybe you don't want to take that risk, maybe you can learn one or two things that can motivate you and take that bold step. Actually, investing in land is the best thing someone can do.
That's true.
Yeah. So these misconceptions are the ones that maybe we can highlight, right?
Yeah, sure. Maybe let me just, before we get to them, I can see Mukisa, of course, Mburua Miguda. I can see tuned in. I can see Gadhua Isaac. One of the most principled guys I know around is Gadhua. I can see Kagure, of course. I can see Miriam, 𝐌𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐿𝐒 Properties. Even our staff are ready to learn.
Yeah.
I think this is good. Having so many people tuned in. There's somebody I'm not seeing here. Where is Agi? I haven't seen her comment. There are people that you know, when we have tuned in, lazima watakuwa. They are usually here. And maybe just to start with, where is our office? It's very important. Maybe from the startup, we tell people where our offices are and where we are located. Maybe you can take us through, first of all, where is our office? It's very important so that people know where are we tuned in from. Hata saizi ukikuja kwa ofisi yetu, unaweza tupata tuko tuned on.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, maybe you can tell people where we are located.
Yeah, that's very important. We should let you know where we are. We are located, we are based in Juja town. Juja Square building, 3rd floor. Actually, right now we are Juja floor, Juja Square. So when you come, or you're in Juja town, it's just like 300 meters from Juja town main stage. You take a left diversion just straight along Gatundu Road. There is Juja Square building. Then they are 3rd floor. We are here. We are always here, open every day.
Open
every day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
That's true.
We are here.
Wow.
So as much as tuko na location, a physical location that you can come anytime.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mary. And also, just to tell our viewers, you can ask us questions today. If there's something you need a clarity on, or if maybe there's something that you need to catch up with us, we are here to answer you, right?
Yeah, sure.
If you have a question, maybe you have ever been conned, or maybe you have ever met with people that in one way or another, maybe they confused you and you're not able to understand the process. In other words, as a company, we have chosen not only to sell land alone, but we have chosen a different part, that even before you buy land, you can know the process of buying land through us.
Yeah.
When you meet our staff are well educated. They're able to tell you even the meaning of every document. Actually, you don't need even, if you meet with our staff, a 𝐌𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐿𝐒 staff, maybe on the road, maybe when you're going to the site, they understand the process of owning land.
Yes.
And you see, the other day, there's somebody who came to the office, and somebody was telling him, you know, just pay the 500,000 and then we'll able even to send you the title deed in your name. And I was asking him, just send us your name. And I was asking him, okay, if you pay the 500, have you done the search? Have you seen the
due
title
diligence.
deed? Have you done the due diligence? Have you seen even the beacons of that land? Akaniambia, that person has not even told me to do all that. He has just told me to send the money, and then the title will be in my name in the next like few minutes. And I was telling him, you're going to be conned. Before even you realize that you have been conned, you would have already been conned. You'll be frustrated with everything.
You don't treat us as a character development.
Utafuzwa character because Nairobi.
Yes.
When you're buying land in Nairobi, lazima ukwe mjanja.
And that's why we have this, so that you can learn. You know, most of the people actually, they don't have an idea of where to start. They just feel like, okay, if someone tells me I want to buy land, they think it's just something so light. Like, here's the land, you just see the land and you're like, yes, I'll transfer everything. But you don't know the process it takes.
And then at �W𝐈𝐒𝐒, we have different programs that run from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and even on Sunday. We have those programs that are running that you're able to get educated every day. In our office, we have a historian who gives you the history of land. That is Isaac. And then we have Mwalimu Francis.
I like that.
Francis gives you, Mwalimu anakueducate. Ujue vizuri. And then we have the frequently asked questions by Miriam. Niemshi. Mnamjua Facebook. Of course, ukitaka kujua �W𝐈𝐒𝐒, tafuta Miriam. Miriam knows everything about �W𝐈𝐒𝐒. Asa, we have that program, the frequently asked questions. Hata ukienda YouTube, you will get these things. And then on Sunday, kuna wale watu ukinunua shamba, unakuwa discouraged. There's a lady called, this lady here, Marivena, will take you through a spiritual nourishment. Ile anaku-encourage. Akikukwambia, unajua hii mambo, sometimes unahitaji divine intervention ya God pia. Do you get it? And being energized. When you're coming on Monday, recharged, you're coming to buy land. That is so good. And I think that is so good. And then maybe we also have another program. We have another program ya Kagure. It's called, how do you call it? The Voices of Satisfaction. Now, with the Voices of Satisfaction, Kagure will help you to give you a history when a client came. How did he or she knew us? And then we're able to give you the real experience we have had with our clients. We call them Voices of Satisfaction. Those ones, they will help you at least ujue si fake. A client comes and anakuambia the history that I've had with �W𝐈𝐒𝐒 properties. They will take you through. They'll take you through that process, and you'll able to know indeed huyu alikuja this day, akaenda kwa site, akatoka. Okay, she will give you the process. That's Voices of Satisfaction. Is there any program tumesahau? The real estate pulse. Of course, on Monday, I'll just educate you what you're supposed to know. Of course, the do's and the don'ts. When you come on Monday, you check our page, you know the do's and the don'ts, of buying land. Before you buy land, you need to understand this. And then let's tune in today, because I know at least Nimona Agnes tuned in. I can see, I think quite a number of people have tuned in. I just request you to share so that when we get to the topic, just share so that we have so many people coming on board and we have so many people learning. Now, Marie, today we want to do with the common things. And you see, the small things are the ones that confuse so many people.
Very true.
It's not about the deep things that confuse. Okay, when you go to the law, when you go to law, there are terminologies that can be used in law. There's this one that I was just checking the other day. Somebody was in Kibera Law Court, and someone alikuwa na bail one of the person that was arrested, and he was using that krikam krankum.
I saw that.
You saw krikam krankum. Anasema it is something full of twists and turns. When he was finishing, he said that piggy hagag. You saw piggy hagag is a confusion refusal incarnate, something like that. Now, in real estate, we don't have those terminologies. In real estate, when you're going to buy land, it's like going, you see land, where after seeing land, you come, now you start the process of buying. With all that, of course, our admin is here, she'll be able to tell you that process. Now, today we want to deal with common misconceptions about land investment. Common misconceptions about land investment. Maybe I can ask, what is a misconception?
Okay, misconception, like just in the layman's language, like how we understand it.
Put it in a layman's language that someone, so that somebody does not say a misconception. What is a misconception? Maybe it's a terminology that is so big, but you can just digest it in a layman's language.
Yeah, sure. So like misconception, these are the wrong beliefs or the things that someone had in mind, the misunderstandings, you know, the wrong information that you had about something.
Yes.
You know, there's something that you grew knowing that it's true, yet it's not. You know, those are false beliefs.
That's true.
Yeah, what I can say that
these are false beliefs that somebody just, for example, you believe that this is exactly what happens, or this is the norm, or maybe this is how things happen. And in real estate, this topic is very, very important. Before you buy land, you need to get knowing the misconceptions about when you are buying land. Do you get it? And it is very, very important. Maybe I can start with one so that we can build the foundation of this discussion. One of the misconceptions, Marie, time by time, I've handled even in the office or maybe in real estate journey. One of the misconceptions that maybe investors do have is that any land is good investment. Any land is a good investment. Not all land is a good investment. And it is good to tell our viewers so that they understand it very well. Because not all land appreciates. There is a land you can buy in a place of 30,000. And that land will take centuries before appreciating. Do you get it? Because if you have a misconception that all land appreciate, I'm telling you, when you are going to invest in land, you will make wrong calculations.
Very true.
And this one has costed so many people. There are people that even come and tell you, hey, Obed, there is a place I bought land. Until today, nobody has even moved there. As it is a misconception to know that all land appreciate in value. Not all land is a good investment. One, when you need to know that land is a good investment, you need to check the location.
Very true.
Is very important. Don't just buy land because out of emotions. Of course, there are people that are emotional beings. When you convince them just once a minute, they have already converted. They are fallen to that trap. And in real estate, there are people, of course, that as I've told you, maybe you can't buy land from us, but as you are going to buy land from other people, or even with a different company, because we have millions of companies in this country that deal with real estate. And not all land is a good investment. That's why as a company, we chose a different path. Before we sell land to our clients, we already know the future development plan of the area. Because the future development of a plan of the area determines the value of the land in the future. You can't just go buy any land. And as Neoway, we better tell you this on time before you go crying. Maybe you have been conned. Maybe this company sold as a property that has no future. Not all land appreciate. What do you think about that, Maria?
Actually on that, still on that point, as you were elaborating, there were these points that were coming, just flowing in. And I was like, you know, yes, land, we say land, it's good, and land, it's a investment. But is it a good investment? Does it serve what you want? Of course, before buying land, you have to have like a plan. You had a plan or a vision of what you want to do with that land. what if I tell you, yes, someone can give you a land, but sometimes if that land cannot serve you or it cannot even help you at that point, then there is no need of you
having the land.
Or even at some point you can find, like, you see, there are these kind of lands that it's good when you know, when you see. That's why we usually have the site visits and everything.
Yes.
Is the land even, you mentioned the location and all that, but even before that, is it a land? You know, there are some lands that you know very well, you know very well, you want a land, maybe you want to build or to put a structure, but you find like it cannot even support the weight of a house, even a lighthouse. Maybe it's somewhere to just plant your rice, and you don't even have an idea of that, what you want to do. So you have to know, where are you investing? What do you want to put in place? You know, of course you cannot just go like blindly and just buy somewhere. Yes. People have that mind or the notion of, you know, I'll just invest in land. Land appreciates over time. But the truth is that kwa ground, saa zingine, it's not that.
It's not.
You have to go. You see, does it serve what you want? Does it give you what you really want? Coming to future, will it benefit you or something?
That's
true.
And
you mentioned something that, as for us New Way properties, actually we don't just buy land because of you. We look at it as, you know, even if someone doesn't buy it, can we still buy it? Can we still live there?
Can we still live there? That's true. That's
true. We first buy the place before selling it to other people. We cannot, of course, there are so many ideas, like you can decide you want to buy somewhere else other than just Kiambu areas and all that. But is that place where you can go and live? Or you will just be taken there for one site visit and that's it? For you to go there again, you already, like, it's a decade plus.
That's true. That's true. Wow. That is very important, because accessibility also is very important. Because not all land have accessibility. There is a place actually you can buy and there is no access roads. Your plot, in one way or another, has been squeezed in a place whereby there is no road. What is the meaning of buying such kind of a plot? Or
you're just assuming, maybe you're taking there, but you're assuming here there might be a road. You don't know if there is a road there. You don't know if that's someone's land or something.
That's true.
You know, and maybe later when you come, you find like, hey, everyone has built around the place. You don't know how you're going to access your plot. You don't know how to access your place. So accessibility is also very important.
Very important. Today we are dealing with a common misconception about land investment. And we have tackled into details that not any land is a good investment. Yes, we sell land and we are telling our investors, you see, if this one affects us, we can talk about it. Not everybody is able to talk about where their weakest link is.
Very true. That's true.
Everybody is fearing to talk about, I'm weak in this area. Nobody comes and gives a testimony that maybe, hey, hello people, I've been sleeping hungry. I thank God, maybe I've been sleeping. Not everybody says that. But you see, us as a company, we have chosen a different path. We better tell you the misconception in real estate, so that when you are going to buy land, you are aware of what you're going to do. Maybe you can tackle the second point. What are these common misconceptions that are in real estate?
So the second one I can say maybe is people have this misconception that a land is always it can be bought, or like it's buyable. You know, that's something that most of the people think, that it can, maybe, you know, when someone or an investor buys land, they think that land can only appreciate. It doesn't depreciate. But yes, of course it appreciates, but there's a place of course, even as for us to buy somewhere, you have to look on the future, like you have a future vision of the place and all that. So if someone buys a place thinking that land does not land does not depreciate, you can buy a place, but it will take decades. It will take a long time for it to appreciate, and for that you may find you are selling it even at a lower cost than how you bought it, just because maybe you are in a squeeze and you cannot fit in and all that, so you decide to sell it at a lower price. So not all land appreciates as sometimes, you know.
Wow. I think I've gotten that point. It is a misconception. By the way, today we are tackling a very difficult topic, and most of the real estate people don't talk about this, but it is good to educate our investors. Marie, you have brought that point. You have said that people have a misconception that land prices go up only.
Yeah, actually that's it, yeah.
That land prices go up only. Hello, investors. Today we have come with, is it bad news?
Yeah, bitter pills.
Today we have come with, sometimes we have come, kuna wakati unaweza kunywa kale ka juice, na kuna wakati unapata kale ka flagin. Kalikuwa kakali sana, kale ka flagin katumbo. Kalikuwa kakali sana. Leo tumekuja na flagin. Investors, when you are going to buy land, not all land appreciates. Not all land that their prices are going at only land appreciate. Maybe there are people that say land appreciate, vehicles depreciate, maybe houses, there are those kind of things. Today we have come with bitter pills, and we are telling you not all land appreciates. Is a misconception that land appreciate always. And today we need to dig deep. Why is it some land cannot appreciate? That is a question we need to educate our clients today. Now, listen to this. There's a place I remember in our native land. Our native land, of course, our grandfather bought it here and there. We have a land there. We have like 10 acres. The only thing that we do with it is farming. But do you know that land, anytime we want to sell, when you look at the prices, even somebody comes and mentions, you are saying, we better have this land. Why? Because the main major place, accessibility to that place is hell. You can't access the place.
Yeah, you can imagine.
There are places, even meeting just, for example, a refilling station, a gas station, a petrol station. When a car is accessing that area, you need to carry even petrol with jerrycans. That land cannot cannot appreciate. There are places like even a school, just a school, a hospital. I'm telling you, Marie, we have tried to sell that land year in, year out. But do you know there are plots in Juja farm, just 40 by 80 is going for millions, and an acre in some places can only go for 20,000 because there are no amenities. You can't say all land is appreciating if there are no amenities. Maybe Marie, you can mention to us the amenities that are needed for land to appreciate.
Actually, the amenities, you know, these are the things. First, you tackle the accessibility. That's one of the most important things when you need to look when investing, accessibility. And the amenities like, you know, police stations, you know, such things, schools, even if it's a small school, like, even if it's a dispensary, you know, for like a medical facility or something, those are the things. Water, electricity. Okay, some places you may not have those things, but major things are like the schools. Is there any school, even if it's a place which is so arid? You said something and I was smiling. I remembered something. There's this I think it's a movie, an ancient one, ilikuwa ya kitambo hapo 2003. So the gods must be crazy. I don't know if you've ever watched it. Like when you're saying like a place where you can buy land, niko naona vile huko walikuwa wanakaa in a place yenye haina watu kabisa, iko very arid. So you can imagine someone telling you, hey, I have a big piece of land somewhere like that, na haina any amenities around. You cannot even, like, hauwezi ona hata mwenye anakaribia kutoka huko or anything. There are no any structures around. So there are things that you need to consider when buying a land. You need to check the schools, if there are schools around, if there is an hospital around, if there is a police station, if there are roads in place, maybe if there is a road, even if it's not a tarmac, but there is a road, that there is accessibility. Those are the things that you need to check before buying land.
So you need to check those things. It is a misconception to think that all land appreciates. Today, our dear viewers and our dear listeners, you are listening to us today, not all land appreciates. You need to get this and work with it. A land that has no amenities a land that has no even neighborhoods, a land that is just, there are land that have been forgotten for so many. It is even a dry place. You can't even see future. For you to see future in a land that you are buying, you must make sure that there are neighbors, you can even see people.
Potential, at least.
It is people that bring development. Land cannot bring development by itself. Look at even the upcoming infrastructure, upcoming developments in a government. If a government is not involved in an area, there is no infrastructure. They are limited. They are limited on their own. I think that is very important. I think we can handle another misconception that happens.
There is this other misconception that people usually say that land is a title deed. Like if you have a title deed, yes, you have a land, but you don't know if of course, when you're having a title deed,
shamba ni title.
Shamba ni title.
Okay, it's a good one. Shamba ni title. But it is a misconception. If you only have the title deed, tell us. So,
for a title deed, you have to have the proper documentation and everything. Someone, even me right now, do title, shamba, you might believe, because you don't know, maybe if you don't have the idea of what it entails for you to own a land, to be called an owner of that land. So you have to know the documentation of everything about that land. Of course, you may have the documented title, but do you know that maybe that's a mother title, there is another subdivision, there is another, you don't know about that, but you're just happy you have a title. So these are the things that people really think they have it right, but in real sense, they don't have it right.
Yes.
When we say, like, ukiona mtu anasema at yes they have land and they have title deed, is that title genuine? They are fake title deeds.
Yeah, that's true.
They are still there. Actually, they are still there, and there are still people who don't know that there are fake title deeds out there. So you have to know first. Yes, this is the land, but do you know if that land is that title is the one subjected to that land?
Yes.
Do you, or you just it's just a parcel and you feel like this is the real document? You have to do your own due diligence. That's true. Due diligence entails a lot of things. You have to know the specific area of that lot, where the plot, like the mother title, where it was derived from, and you have to do all your due diligence, and this entails like doing search. You have to do your search. Nowadays, search is just 1,000 bob. You do your search, you attach your documents. You
save your 1 million with only 1,000.
Yes, actually, yes, you can save. You can invest in something, even if it's that 700,000. Only what will cost you to use 1,000?
That's true.
What will cost you? You can do that, a green card search or a search. A green card search, just to clarify, this shows you the history of ownership.
That's true.
It traces back to the history from the government to the one holding the title at that particular moment. So you can do a green card. It's still again 1,000 bob. It won't cost you. Sometimes just don't bypass these processes. Don't bypass. Just take your time. Actually, it just takes a maximum of 3 days at the lands registry, and depending on the registry, you see, like here in around Kiambu, they take like those 3 days, but there are areas that it's even fewer because and they are a bit like there's no congestion and all that. So you can sacrifice your time, do your search, do your due diligence, do that search. Know the true ownership of that land before just celebrating you have the title. Do you know? As for us, even we advise our clients, once you buy, you have your title, you can also do your search just to confirm the details and the names and everything, if it's correct in order.
I think that is so good, because there's something we have said there that is very important, that just 1,000 can save someone from losing 1 million.
Very true, very true.
Even if you are buying a land worth 10 million, just 1,000 of doing a search, a green card can give you a history of that land.
Yes.
Today, our dear investors, I think you have gotten us. It is a misconception for someone to tell you that shamba ni title. only a title deed, it is a misconception.
Yeah.
You need even to ask. And another document that is very important, Marie, I came to learn, even from the investors that know how to buy land, they ask for a mutation.
Yeah, very
because
true.
someone can go to River Road and print a title deed.
Yes.
Of course, a title deed can be generated from the internet. Today, with the generation, we have an AI.
People are smart, yeah.
People are so smart. You can be holding a title and it is fake. Investors, you need to identify with the registry, the Ministry of Land, offices. If you are buying land in Kiambu, or if you are buying land in Juja, if you are buying land in Mwalimu Farm, be a friend of Ruiru Ministry of Land.
Yes.
Ministry of Land.
The registry. Yes,
the registry. You need to identify yourself with those offices.
Yes.
You better take that one day. Go stay in the registry, in the ministry, in the registry of land, and get your search and get everything. Tell somebody, where is the mutation of this land? When you are going to the land, mtu akikwambia ile beacon ni ile, that's the first beacon, the second beacon, the third beacon, the fourth beacon. It needs to be indicated in the mutation.
Yeah. So good thing with the mutation form, you know, that shows the size, the measurements, the size. That's just for the partitioning of your property. You know, if you have the mutation, it will show you where your plot has like the boundaries and everything, the beacons, so that you may not, we are human beings, and we cannot just do things vile kuko tu ati wewe unaamua kama kitambo vile wazee wa kitambo walikuwa na mesha na and all that
wanaweka sisal, walikuwa wanaweka ile ka sisal
kitu kama hiyo. Nowadays you have to do all that because like people are smart. You know, you have to have, the mutation document. It will show you the measurements, it will show you the boundaries, it will show you everything. And also on that we have the the documentations for titles. There are so many. We have also the RMI, like
Mwalimu Francis, the registry index,
this map. Mwalimu Francis takes that very well.
Actually, Francis takes you through.
So also that it will show you where specifically are you buying your land.
That's true.
Where is it located? There is that the map sheet number. Where is it located? Where is your plot based on? Because we have a lot of parcels around. So you have to know so that you may not like end up being. Kuna mtu hata unaweza pata amejenga kwa mtu mwingine just because you didn't check the mutation form.
That's true.
You have to know where is my land, where is it positioned. Like you need to know all that.
I think that is good. Maybe we can take just tuone kwa internet. Kuna watu wameuliza maswali.
Okay.
And I think there is a repetitive question here that somebody ameuliza tena. I think last time also this question popped up and then saizi sasa nimeona ndio hii tena imerudi. Let me see that question. Somebody saying, my grandfather passed away and left land behind, but we cannot find the title deed. What is the process for tracing the title and transferring ownership to the family? That is the first question. There's another question. Wacha maswali zikuje. That's why we are here.
Yeah, sure.
Let the question comes. I'm telling you, niko na mwalimu hapa. Na niko na mtu amedeal na hizi documents day and night. Maybe let me say I will handle the first one. And then there's another person asking, what is the difference between buying land for investment and buying land to build a home? Okay. Of course hiyo ni mtu anasema buying land for investment, unaangalia of course kama kuna amenities zinakuja for the future. Of course kama ni buying land to build a home, hizi ni ile a ready land. Of course when you talk about ready land is kuna amenities. Kama electricity, water. Hiyo when you want to build a home immediately kuna izile maybe unaweza ambiwa this one you can do it for investment. Izile we are talking about the future investment. We are talking about maybe there is a market that is coming, there are roads that are coming in future.
Or maybe
of course
they want to invest, they don't want to use it at
they don't want to use that time. Of course you are buying for future. That's exactly what Agnes Njoki is asking. But let me tackle this one for Miriam. Peradventure you have lost a title deed. What are you supposed to do? One, when you have lost a title deed, you need to report the loss to the police and obtain a police abstract. Simple. That one is something that you need to do. You need to have a police abstract that I lost a title deed. Maybe ilichomeka. There is a cause. If it is a debt, kuna vitu natafutanga kama death certificate. Of course, death certificate, uzuri with right now with the Ministry of Land or in the Registry of Land, all these things, they are being updated. You can find them online when you go to the Ministry of Land. The second thing you need to do is to prepare a sworn affidavit. That's explaining how the title was lost. That means if the title was lost, first of all, lazima ujue ilipotea aje. Kama grandfather, like this person is talking about grandfather died. That means wakati alikufa, maybe kuna mahali aliweka documents, it was misplaced and you can't find it. Asa you need to prepare a sworn affidavit explaining how the title was lost. And then when you have done all these things, you need to apply for a replacement at the relevant land registry.
And actually while applying for that, you have to, you see the registrar has to confirm if you are saying you are the grandchild. Where are the proper documents that identify you with this person? You can take us through that. So you see like she said the grandfather, so you have to appear also with the ID, of course with the relevant documents, the birth certificate that shows that you are tied to this grandfather who lost the title deed. And again, do you know where the location and the area where the plot, the particular land is? Because all that you have to have in place for you to know, to claim that this is the true ownership of the land.
That's true. Wow, I think that is very important. And then after you have done all that, even the land registry will verify now the ownership records. Of course, hautakosa kale kakitu kamoja. Unaweza pata unapata kama ka ID. Hiyo ndo land the registry na kusaidia kupata hizo vitu. And then hata inaweza publish a notice. It can be gazetted.
It's usually gazetted.
It is usually gazetted that could in a newspaper informing maybe the public there's this and this and that. Na ikikosekana disputes ya zile maybe mtu mwingine amekuja kuclaim, it will be simple, the title deed will be issued. And then from there you'll able now to subdivide the title deed now venye according to maybe kama kuna mzee alikuwa ameandika maybe his will maybe aseme huyu apate hivi. I hope Miriam, we have answered you. Someone is asking, what are common misconceptions of land investment? See, that's what we are dealing with. That's exactly what we are dealing with. Na ya kwanza of course tulishataja, ya pili tukataja. Actually we are going, tumetaja paka ya tatu. The misconception, one of them tumesema shamba si title peke yake. It is beyond. It is beyond. Another misconception we have, maybe as other questions are coming.
You tackle even that. Actually, I was on that point of shamba title. Actually, the registry, we applaud the registry for improving our work. Actually, nowadays the titles have been improved. You can do search even online. We have the code and the title. The new titles have a code that you can scan, that you can have the information, all the information. You can do the search. It shows you the records of that land if you buy. So nowadays it's even easier You don't have to do the long queues in the registries and all that. But if you're still on that, you can still do that process.
That's true.
With time, people are going to just advance with that, and I'm happy with that. That the government at least is moving on another direction.
That's true. That's true. There's a great improvement, even from the government side. We ask people, our viewers, we need questions. That's why we are here. We need like 20 questions to answer today. Because unajua, when you know something, it will be so easy for you to explain. As a Miriam, improve on the questions. Agnes, we need more questions. Mburu, we need more questions. Let them come. Let them come. And that's why we are here. Another misconception when it comes to land investment, that you need to become a millionaire for you to own a land. That you need millions to invest in land.
That's a misconception.
That's a misconception.
That's a misconception.
Nowadays, Mama Mboga can buy. A boda people can buy land.
Gone were the days where only people who are, I don't know, the conception that people had that, I don't know, if you have a lot of money is when you can have land. Is when you can buy land. Nowadays, that's not the case.
That is a misconception. A young person can buy land in a simpler way. People have come with affordable ways of owning land. There are people, there are actually companies that you can even, there are people outside there that can even give you a plan for 12 years. Mama Mboga, do you know, Marie, let me tell you this. Mama Mboga, who knows how to save so well in a circle, in a period of like 3 months, a circle can trust them. They come, they take a loan, come buy land with us. And a circle can even give you 2 years, 24 months, 48 months to clear that debt. We have simplified. When you come to Neoway, we don't only offer cash payments. We have payments from 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, up to 6 months. As long as you are able to raise a threshold that we need. When you are coming to buy land, is something that you're even prepared for. You don't need millions. Do you know in Juja Farm, we have a project of only 750,000 that you can buy today and build a mansion.
Because it has all the amenities you need. It has all amenities.
Or maybe if you can ask our investors, what is this that you, when you are buying land, what are you looking at? What is a priority that you are giving yourself when buying land? I'm very sure it is schools. You need where your children will go to schools. You need a market where you can shop. Do you know from a mall, Juja Mall, from Juja Mall to where our property is only 15 minutes.
Only. And you are there. And actually, with the ongoing tarmac, that is the
there is a tarmac that is going on right now.
It can even be less than that.
10 minutes umetoka Juja Mall, umeenda. From St. Peter's, we have Juja Preparatory School, international school, where our property is to where an international school is only like 15 minutes drive. Na umefika na unaenda, and you can use a public means.
Ukodi place, it's already developed.
Already developed.
It's already developed. It has public transport. Like there is water and electricity. Hapo tu. Maji iko, stima iko. So if it's somewhere that you want to start building, like that question that you said someone asked, where to know investing for building or for investment. You know, those plots are there just for you even to build.
That is
because we have clients already building there. We have clients who is already building and to live, not just to build and go, to live there. So it's a place that security-wise iko sawa, because there is a police station that is functioning. There is a nearby shopping center. There is a Catholic there. There are churches. There are schools. There are a lot of things there. Even a mosque around.
That's true. There's also a mosque.
Actually, so it's a place that is so well developed.
You don't need a million to own land. Ebu Marie, tell them the most affordable plot and bed to now size in how much?
We have 699.
We also have
500. Actually, we usually, yeah, we also.
And we have 2 plots remaining.
Yes.
Can you imagine with 500, if you come with 500,000,
you can own.
You can own. We can you imagine with a deposit of 200,000, and then the remaining amount you can be paying 50,000 per month, and then you get a land where you can readily build.
Yeah. You
can build. Now, it is a misconception for you to think only millionaires own land. Mama mboga, boda boda, watu wa matatu, the conductors. At 𝐌𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐄𝐏𝐓 properties, you don't need $1 million to own land. Actually, our most affordable and a bit prime expensive, let me call expensive, plot that we had is 900. It is below $1 million. It's below $1 million. That means you can own it.
Yeah, and the area was quite very okay.
I'm telling you, you can own land with 𝐌𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐄𝐏 properties.
Yeah, so don't get afraid that you don't have $1 million. No, we have plots less than that. We have even a $500,000.
Yes, $500,000. Yes. You can own it with us.
Nothing should hinder you from like being an owner of land.
Now, another misconception maybe we can tackle, because we are almost coming to the end of our discussion today, is saying that maybe another misconception that we have is location only means being near a town.
That's false. Of course, that's not true.
That everybody wants us to buy in town. I'm telling you, can I tell you something? When you go to Karen, who is who? They are living in ranches. There is no ranch in Super Thika Highway. Sometimes when you are buying, don't just buy a place whereby you can get a good land. The only place you can think of is within a town. It's a misconception.
Yeah, that's a misconception.
Sometimes when you are buying land, you need to buy ambience, serenity.
Yeah. Actually, nowadays people even prefer that way, like just away from town. Anyway, everyone has their preferences, but most of the people wouldn't want the noises and all that. You know, it should the misconception that the land should just be close to a town. That's a misconception, because nowadays even people prefer living where there is away from noise. There's just the ambience, serenity, there's quietness, you have your own peace of mind, and it's well accessible. If you're working, you can still access your job and still go back to your house.
That's true.
Without really having to live very close to town. And nowadays, mandamano is coming, no one wants to.
I'm telling you, it is actually a misconception for you to think only you need to buy within town. Sometimes demonstration can come. Sometimes town, this is what I can say. Going for a town, not unless you have a business mind. You need maybe to do apartment or maybe. But if you want to build a place, sometimes busy towns nowadays, there's noise pollutions. So many people have many things on town they are doing, and sometimes unapata kuna maandamano.
You're not guaranteed of the security.
There is a welding company. Some companies, they are making noise from morning to evening. When you want to build, you need to get a cool place where you can raise your children, where you can go back at home and settle. And when you have settled, actually you come to realize that you have a peace of mind even to think. When business is not working well in town, sometimes you just need a cool place where you can settle, where you can just have a good opportunity,
to relax
with your family. I hope you have gotten something today. We have tackled. Is there anything that we haven't tackled?
Maybe just to add on that point that misconception that land just should be just close to the town. You know, actually, as long as the land is accessible, you should not worry about being too close to town. And as much as we are saying that, you know, even where you are buying, it will grow. That's a place that is growing. So if you're still thinking of a place that you want to do something that is a bit commercial and everything, that is still a big open open space for you to just create your own surrounding. You create your own environment in that area and still access your job, or you access wherever you are going and access town well.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
so
yes.
you don't have to be that close to the town for you to feel like you are owning somewhere.
Wow,
you know,
that is good. I hope our viewers, you are enjoying. I'm telling you, someone is asking about our site visits. When do we have site visits? Yes, you have educated us. Now we want to experience this. When do you have site visits? Maybe you can take them through.
Yeah, that's very good. That's very important. We usually say that site visit is everything. Like, you need to see the place first before you invest.
That's
so
true.
Site visits, we usually have them every single day. Every single day, from Mondays to Saturdays, even Sundays. So if you have time, for those people who usually work on weekdays and you can only be found on weekends, we still have site visits on Saturdays and Sundays. On weekdays, we usually have site visits at 10 a.m., which is a flexible time, and at 2 p.m. If you cannot make it on the first morning hours, you can do it afternoon.
You can as well even come in the afternoon hours. I think that is very important. Even as we continue with this discussion, because one of the things that is going to help our investors, as you are planning even to invest in land, it is very good for you to understand that misconceptions will be there, but the beauty of it is for you to understand what will work for you. We want to appreciate the people that have been watching and even asking questions. I'm telling you, guys in the comment sections,
what are they saying?
I'm telling you, so much is happening in the comment section. But I know we have really answered. You know, even in our discussion, it rotated around the question that they have asked here in this place. And one of the things I want to tell our investors, as 𝐌𝐈𝐒 Properties, we are very transparent. That when you come to buy with us, you're able to buy with the best. I don't know, do you have anything that you need to tell our...
Actually, what I appreciate with our team, I can say, is the frequent, you know, if you want any information from any staff or any team member, they will be ready to answer you, even if it's in social media. They're usually there to just answer you. So you can just put your questions down, or if anything pops up, like you want to learn something more, you can still comment. Then on the second videos or whatever, we can, like, you can give us a basis of what you want us to discuss.
That's
you know,
true.
we are also learning.
That's true.
They can pause it down so that we can tackle it.
That's true. Also, we also want just to tell you that as 𝐌𝐈𝐒 Properties, from like for example in Juja Farm, we have done phase 1 up to phase 12, and we can assure you we have done 100% title deeds. Now when you go to Mwalimu Farm, we have done phase 1 up to phase 7, and we can also assure we have done 100% title deed. Next time you see us, we are coming with other good and great topics to discuss so that you can get educated. For today, we say thank you for tuning in and thank you for listening even to us, and we hope you have learned. Bye bye.
Thank you.
See you next time.
See you.